Once a child came to visit his grandfather's house in summer holidays. He used to play with his grandpa all the time. The grandpa house in night looked like a place of peace. One day he said to his grandpa, "When I grow up, I want to become a successful man. Can you tell me some ways to be successful?" The grandpa nodded and smiled and said, then he took the boy and go to the nearby nursery. From the nursery, the grandpa took two small plants and came back home. He planted one plant in a pot and kept it inside the house. And then he planted the other inside the house. Then he turned the boy and asked, "What do you think? Which of these two plants grow better in the future?" Then the boy kept thinking for some time, then said, "The plants inside the house will grow better because it's safe from every danger. And the plants which is outside the house is at the risk of many things, strong sunlight, storms and animals, and more." Then the grandfather smiled and said, "Let's see what happened." After that, the boy left with his parents, and then the 4 years passed. The boy came to his grandfather's house again. He looked at his grandfather and said, "Grandpa, last time I asked you how to become a successful person, but you didn't tell me anything, and this time you have to tell me, please." The grandfather smiled and said, "Sure, but first, let's look at the plants we planted a few years back." He took the boy to the plant inside the house. It was still small, growing slowly in its pots. And then he took the boy outside. There stood a huge tree. The boy was surprised to see the tree and looking so excited. It was the second plant which they had planted outside the house. Its branches spread far and wide, providing shade to the passers-by. The grandfather looked at the boy and asked, "Tell me which plants grew more, and which one is more successful?" The boy replied, "The one which we planted outside." But Grandpa said, "How is this possible? That plants had faced so many dangers, yet it grows so big." The grandfather smiled and said, "Yes, the plant outside the house had faced many difficulties and dangers, but dealing with problems had its benefits." Then the boy took a long breath and stared at the tree. He finally understood his grandpa's words. Obstacles, which we often see as enemies in life, are actually the same things that makes us stronger, and they make us successful in our life. So today we learn a lot from this story, that if you are ready to face this world despite all the dangers, then no goal is impossible to achieve. And never think problems as hurdles, and think of them as steps towards success. The final message is simply the life is a great adventure filled with twists and turns. At times might feel like obstacles are blocking your path. But guess what? These obstacles are just a puzzles waiting to be solved. So don't think your roadblocks discourage you. Embrace them, tackle them, and watch yourself level up in the game of life. I hope you gain some value from this story and try to implement in your life, and always keep rising.